how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great.
We're happy to have you in the All Steel showroom.
I'm so excited to be here and see what's new. What do you have?
We have 06 ply, logger, and mural, which we're really excited to share more about.
I can't wait. What's right in front of us?
This is 06 by Layer. It's our new task chair, really intuitive design, love the colors.
The colors is gorgeous, and also it's very sculptural.
Yes, very sculptural, very unique design, kind of can blend in and be really intuitive to a user.
Yeah, the colors are gorgeous.
You're gonna see them throughout the space,
Oh,
so
good.
get excited.
All right, so let's go?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, come on everybody, let's go. Hi Bernard.
Hi, Cindy. How are you?
I'm so excited to see you and see the product. So from Mesh Studios
Yes.
in LA, right?
Correct.
And is this your first time working with?
This is our first time designing for another manufacturer.
This is a big deal.
No,
So-
it's a huge deal for us.
I know, and at NeoCon. So
Right.
tell me about the collection. What was the thinking
Right.
behind it? What was it called?
Right. Called Mural. We were approached kind of right at the front end of COVID. And it really was a product that was to address post-COVID coming
Yeah.
back to the workspace. Some of the elements that we brought in, having more privacy, but the biggest point for us was to have flexibility.
Yeah.
So the idea is that when people are first moving back to the office, everybody might be a little bit more spread out, trying to break the grid a little bit and
I like that.
not having it seem so contract,
Right.
but trying to make things feel a little bit more residential and kind of bringing there's a lot of elements out of hospitality as well.
Okay, so what does mural mean?
Mural was inspired from it's a kind of the cityscape, a workplace cityscape, utilizing kind of different neighborhoods coming together and having different peoples coming together in the office.
I love that. And also that the neighborhoods are different, right?
Right.
So I love
We'll
that
see
idea
that.
of the flex.
Right. And the idea is that you can kind of adapt your space over time.
Good.
If you're bringing together a different team and you want to create a little private space, you can. Or if you're in a kind of more of a heads down mode, you can do something that gives you a lot more privacy.
I love that. Why don't you show me around your neighborhood?
Sure.
Okay.
One of the big elements here is what we call this flex connector. And it's basically a flexible raceway that allows you to move panels around if you're trying to add or subtract.
Ooh. Wow, this is the magic piece, right?
That's the magic piece that lets it all happen. That it's
Wow.
all the power and data lives inside of there. Yeah,
That's the other thing that we're seeing, that like in terms of flexibility, that you're able to be
Right.
really flexible pretty simply, like anybody could do it.
Right. And the idea is it's not something that you're moving every day,
Right.
but the end user is able to manipulate their own space. And we also have all these different insert panels, glass, fabric, we've got some wood over there, and those...
These clips are kind of cool, huh?
Right. Well, we like, the little
little
bits and-
details.
The little details. That's what we're about, and our team at MASH worked really hard coming up with all these little connectors and things like that.
Beautiful.
Super fun.
That's
and,
great.
and again, working with the all steel team of engineers. We also really like this desktop power unit that essentially allows us that you don't have to crawl underneath the desk to plug anything in.
That's a big deal, and it still looks good.
And it
you
looks
know?
good, and it's got some empty space here, so you can kind of put any extra wires down there.
Nice. Okay, Bernard, where are we now?
Well, this is our video conferencing neighborhood. Right. The idea is, through using the different pieces, we're able to create a nice little neighborhood where people can come and do video conferencing, take little meetings.
Yeah,
and
I like
still-
that it's sort of its own little room. You can definitely huddle down here.
Right.
But it's part of the whole system, which is kind of
And
amazing.
exactly, and you're not having to go walk to the other side of the building to
Right.
go into a conference room. So, Cindy, if that was our West Coast neighborhood, this would be our East Coast neighborhood. Little different finishes, same product, but as you can see, we wanted to come up with a system that as you kind of dress up, dress down, it can do different things. This is shown as more of a benching solution, and then using more of these kind of shelves as space dividers. Maybe you don't need all that sound privacy,
Yeah.
but be able to kind of personalize it a little bit more with different materials and different finishes.
I love that you separated them because they look almost
Right.
like a completely different
Right,
system, and
right.
that's what's so beautiful and so great for designers to see. Like That client there maybe
Right.
pushes the boundary a little bit more, has a little bit more of a relaxed vibe.
More playful.
Yes,
Yeah,
and this one is a
No,
little bit more buttoned up and serious, but it's
Exactly.
the same system, which is
Right,
amazing.
right, and that was the trick. It's using the same, we call it this utility rail.
Yeah.
Being able to put different shelves as opposed to just panels. But then, that's also something when we talk about the sustainability story, it's about being able to add and subtract over time.
Yeah.
So you don't need to, if your needs change, you don't need to send out the whole system. We can just add a couple of additional panels or something like that.
I love that.
So
That's so smart.
it's nice.
So Bernard, this is not your typical divider.
No, it's not. What we wanted to do was to create some space division, but by using more of a piece of furniture rather than just a panel. So the idea of using kind of a shelf that's still part of the system. It still has electrical and data if you need it, but it allows you to, again, to kind of personalize your space a little bit more, or you can have various hanging panels.
I love that it's open but closed.
Right. It creates, you know where your space ends, but
Right.
it also, you have communication and connections with, your workmates, and that's kind of what a lot of this system was about, is these open corners that give privacy, but also if you need to ask a question or something, it is a little bit more clear to get the communication sites of line.
Perfect. Love it.
Thanks.
Okay, Bernard, I love this neighborhood. What is this?
Well, this is, we call it the cross the street collaboration zone. Idea being, if your desk is right there, you're able to walk around with your team, and maybe you're going to take a call, maybe you're going to have a kind of a private moment, but something a little bit more relaxed than a formal desk.
Again, it has that residential hospitality feeling.
Exactly.
And yet it's a place where you actually can get work done.
Right. And that's the thing. I think that people are very much having come out of their homes and working out of coffee shops for a long time, trying to get everybody back together. You have to kind of create some of these nice warm areas.
Absolutely. And we are loving All Steel. See you in the neighborhood.